what seats are hot, or we're just assuming it is in Denver? What are you telling me? What can you tell me entering Thanksgiving week as to which coaching seats might be hot, Ian?
Well, I would say Denver for sure will be evaluated at the end of the season. We'll see how they finish. If you look around the league, there's not that many obvious ones, right? Like people take a look at Arizona, obviously disappointing season. They all got extensions before the year. Like, could something happen? Sure, things could always happen, but they all got extensions. So if they were going to make a move, they could do it. You could always do it, but it would be very expensive. Absent that, I'm not sure I see an obvious one. I mean, you might get a retirement. I guess that's always possible. But I think, Rich, we get to the same point every year where I'm in, late November, early December. I look around and I go, man, I don't think anybody's getting fired. And then we get to December and a couple teams finish, 0-3 or 0-4, and things get a lot hotter, and we'll see. But there's been so much turnover the last couple of years that it feels like it'll be a little bit of a lean year when it comes to firings, but I guess we'll sort of see.
And so your ear to the ground on what's going on in Indianapolis and the rest of the league, and any sense of Saturday's first 2 weeks? He's damn near almost 2-0, and so the wheels have definitely not fallen off the wagon there. And they're in Pittsburgh this coming week on a Monday night. It's going to be a national conversation. Obviously, ESPN, one would think, would have an inside track to have a sit down with their former employee. So, what's the general sense that you're hearing when you're talking to folks now, 2 games into Jeff Saturday's surprise hiring?
Well, I think a couple things happen. One is when you have an interim coach, in a very strange way, it ends all drama, right? Like every week it was Frank Reich benching the quarterback, it was firing the coordinator, it was job status, it was Irsay being upset. When you have an interim, it all goes away, and everyone stops talking about you. Same thing in Carolina. Like, there's no questions. You just kind of be. So I think that probably helped the locker room. I think Saturday's message has probably been fine. I mean, he's very good in front of a microphone, so I would expect him to be good talking to the team. It seems like the assistant coaches have done a really good job, and I guess, what they say is that he's delegated really well, which means the assistant coaches are doing well. We'll see what happens. I mean, I would still be, pretty surprised if a guy who is not a coach became the head coach there. But I guess stranger things have happened. I'm just not sure I know of any.
I've never heard of such a thing, right? I mean, it has been beyond fascinating, and we'll see how it all works out. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.